welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl, and I'm here to share our next topic, which is iodine. So a quick disclaimer, I am a personal fitness trainer. I am not a medical doctor. I'm just here just sharing things that I've learned about the vitamins and minerals. So please do not take this as medical advice. Always speak with your provider for any concerns that you have. All right, so let's jump into our topic today. Iodine is found in a lot of your sea water type animals and products. It can be found in dairy as well. So what is iodine? Well, basically iodine is a mineral that can be found everywhere, but it is another trace mineral, so therefore it helps with, the enzyme system. This particular one is responsible with creating thyroid hormones, which controls the body's metabolism and other important functions. Thyroid hormones actually contribute to proper bone and brain development, especially during pregnancy and infancy. You don't need a lot of iodine because of the fact that, again, it just works with the other enzymes to produce, but you're constantly needing to take it every single day because your body does not create it. It only gets it from the food that you consume. So therefore, make sure, again, you eat a plethora of different types of food, so that way you're getting all the various different nutrients. If you eat the same thing, you will most likely become deficient in something. So let's move forward. What are the benefits of iodine? Well, a big one is that it helps keep your thyroids functioning. The hormone that iodine creates is called thyroxine, and it's vital for your bone and nerve growth. It also affects how fat and protein and carbohydrates are metabolized in the body. So what happens if you're deficient in iodine? Well, your thyroid gland actually becomes enlarged, which is known as a goiter, and then you can get what's called hypothyroidism, which is an underactive thyroid. And this generally happens because of the fact that your hypothalamus, which is a part of your brain, increases the secretion of what's called TSH, which is a thyroid stimulating hormone. And when it secretes that then creates T3 and T4, which can then enlarge your thyroid gland, hence creating a goiter. Also, another effect is that it can cause you to have difficulty thinking, and you also will have difficulty working. And pregnant women, there's a whole host of things that can happen if you are low in iodine, okay? And it will stunt the growth of the baby. It can also cause the baby to have a low IQ. They could have an intellectual disability, and also can lead to miscarriages. So what happens if you have an excess of iodine? Well, that would cause an inflammation to happen in your thyroid, which we know inflammation can lead to cancer, so you could end up with thyroid cancer. And when that thyroid is enlarged, again, that becomes a goiter because it's inflamed. And also you would develop what is known as hyperthyroidism, which is an overactive thyroid. You can also experience things like burning mouth or throat, stomach fever, weak pulse, vomiting, diarrhea, and if it's really bad, you could wind up in a coma. So what inhibits iodine? Well, foods that contain goitrogens, and you honestly can only do that if you eat a high amount of this stuff. You would be consuming it all the time, and if that was the case, then yes. Or if that's the only thing that you're eating often, then yes, you could possibly develop an excess of goitrogens and then prevent yourself from absorbing iodine. So these things would be like soy, cassava, or cruciferous vegetables. And again, I can't emphasize it enough of why it's important to always change up the different foods that you eat. I put my food on rotations in a sense, and that tends to help with, I don't eat the same vegetables every single week. I'll have it on a rotation, so I'll change it out every single week when I go and grocery shop. And that's generally how you can get a variety of different foods. Because remember, one type of food will have a multitude of vitamins and minerals encapsulated in it. So that means that you're going to have at least a portion of any one of the minerals that and vitamins that you need for your body. But if you're pairing it with other, fruits and vegetables, you're going to have another set of vitamins and minerals that you're going to be uptaking. So therefore, having a diverse plate is essential for your body. So another thing that can inhibit iodine is if you have any gastrointestinal issues, and we talk about this, and we've talked about this throughout the vitamin series, and I don't think I can emphasize it enough that the gut health really does affect all of the absorption of all of your vitamins and minerals that are needed for the body. And so if you have things like celiac, or if you're gluten sensitive, those things can inhibit iodine uptake. So what helps the body absorb iodine? Well, iodine, when it enters into the body, has to be converted into what's called iodide ion. And then the body then takes that and absorbs it. So another thing that you would need is selenium. Selenium actually helps keep the toxicity levels of iodine down, which enables it to be absorbed into the body. So what are the 3 foods that have the highest content of iodine? Like we mentioned, a lot of seafood based foods will have it. So seaweed is really high in iodine. So you can have it dried, you can eat nori, you can eat flakes. I tend to eat a lot of seaweed, like every other, day or so I'll have it. And so I will get my share. But for seaweed, you only need 2 tablespoons worth to get 77% of your daily value. You can also have just iodized salt, which has 51% of your daily value and just 1/4 of a teaspoon. So you can see how some people may end up abusing it, because a lot of times people tend to uptake too much salt. So you don't need a lot. The other one is a medium-sized potato, and that has 40% of your daily value. Well, guys, and that's it for today's trace mineral, and I will see you next time. May you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care.